first of all, I would like to say thank you for this great event organizer, and especially our dear Ilana. Thanks a lot for the invitation. And our main topic today about ISIS and how to do about it. I'm going to be short. Before starting my speech, I would like to say something about the bad news that we got it last Wednesday about our two soldiers. And when we was saddened when we hear this loss. And God gave them family strength to bear this loss. I would like to start with this word. All that is necessary for the forces of evil to take root in the world is for enough good people to do nothing. When we hear who leading the Western coalition airstrike in the Middle East against ISIS, Mr. Obama remarked 2 weeks ago, we don't have strategy yet. And after 4-year brutal war and civilian war in Syria between people who are asking for freedom and allowing minority who keeping this ruling Syria, and all the world was witnessing how this regime using everything, including forbidden chemical weapons, which all this house what we had it in Syria, which created a good soil for the movement drawing in strength for Sunni Arab community. Better lie opposed to the Shia leading in Iraq or Alawi in Syria. ISIS is increasingly a hybrid organization. Model of Hezbollah in Lebanon or Hamas in Israel. Part terrorist network, part guerrilla army, part proto-state. Some terrorism specialists pointed that ISIS is consumed by the sectarian war in Syria and Iraq and has shown no attempt to launch attack on the West or any ability to do so. Still, ISIS has attacked only from British 500 volunteer fighters and many scores from other European passport holders and even some American. They will eventually turn toward London or Berlin or New York or anywhere they came from. In Syria, the option is worse. No one can believe that Syrian moderate rebel can, or how they call themselves, Free Syrian Army, they can take overthrow Assad regime. And something else, I will add some other information about Free Syrian Army. They close by to the ISIS by religion ideology. The alternative is 1,000 and 10,000 of more civilians who live in Syria. They will die. They will continue dying. In the past few months, more accurate, last 6 months, the mission for the ISIL, it was to determine to take over the city Kobane. And this city is all the residents of this city is Kurdish. And 10,000 of these civilians escaped to the border between Syria and Turkey. And the port was closed for 3 days. And if that port wasn't open after 3 days, a lot of people suffered, a lot of people died, and the whole world was silent about that. When we're talking about suffer of the one group of people, we should not make a difference between them. Suffer is one, and pain is one. When I'm talking about myself, if I said I'm human activity, I should not make a difference. I should not show myself as a Superman. If you've been in South, how you call it south of Iraq, because it's difficult for you to say Kurdistan. You know, my dear friends, in Kurdistan right now, 250,000 refugee Kurds from Syria. Do you know, my dear friends, in Syria right now, with this difficult situation, 10,000 Yazidi camp, is called Camp Nawroz. My dear Sheikh didn't mention anything about that. Who helping them? We as a Kurd helping them because we thinking it's our blood. We don't make a difference. We don't using the situation for own dirty interests. Sorry for this word. We as a Kurd, we should, when, you know, after 4 years of war, of civilian war in Syria, when I'm contacting with my friends in Syria right now, you know what people telling me? They telling me, we have refugee came, EZD refugee, our brother came. The own situation is difficult. They don't have anything. You know what they doing? They sharing piece of bread with them. Why? Because they don't make a difference. They thinking it's our brother. If we don't stand with them in the dark day, why we brothers? Sorry for talking about that. No, I have to mention about that because, and about Kobane, I would like to say something. Kobane under siege, not 40 days. Kobane under siege, 6 months. And whole the world watching how our hero and brave fighter, behalf of the all Western society fighting against ISIS, without any help. Just few days ago, our brother in KRG government, by using the US plan, they dropped some weapons to us. If we're looking for good ally, and we have to get a decision from this world what is going right now in Syria. Most of the member of ISIS is Sunni, from Sunni Arab community. 70%. And the rest of them is foreign members. I would like to end my speech with how to deal with the terrorism. We cannot win over the terrorism without dealing with the roots. It is obvious that polite repression led to the radicalism. I think there is no stability and future for the how ISIS they thinking right now after they taking off the border between Syria and Iraq to make a united, as my colleague mentioned, ISIL, to make a united between all these countries, and this we have to accept reality, and reality is Iraq has to be divided as a Syria to 3 countries. In Iraq, Kurdish, Sunni, Shia, and in Syria, Kurdish, Alawi, and Sunni. Because this straight line border, which was drawing last century by some expired empire, it's time to cancel, to delete this, what they did decide. And in the end, I would like to say something to my dear Sheikh. from 1991 in Syria as well in Iraq. Yazidi and Kurds living beside each other. Why only about what happened? I don't want to go about some political issue. I'm not supporting anybody. No, why right now we starting after whole long time? You starting saying these people, we not Kurds, we not, we just Yazidi. My friend, Yazidi is a religion. It's not nationality. My name is Zardash. You know what that means. I would like to end my speech, and please accept my comment, and thank you all for listening.